got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. A great view of our broadcast location today, downtown Atlanta. We're all set to bring you today's action. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. And tonight our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta Hawks are a team trying to rise. With Trae Young shooting from the logo and setting the table, and John Collins banging on people's heads. Collins said, "We're definitely going to have the best pick-and-roll chemistry in the league for years to come." We'll see about that, guys, but they are very promising.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with lights out, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. At the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. And it's the Hawks to start out. Young with the ball. The teardrop falls in.
Ooh, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Olsen passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely. Here's Olsen. And the call on the shot that sends him.
Yeah, easy call.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Here's Capella. And it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. And here's Young from the arc. Another miss by Young.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Howard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Here's Herter. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Young, no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The baseline jam. And another basket for the Lakers.
Terrific understanding of how to score the ball. Waiters gets what he wants. Lights out.
To the inside. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Looking to end the run.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
Six on the shot clock. Young from outside.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
2 points. That one goes.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fires the three, drains the three-pointer. Young's got 5 now.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
A competitor in everything he does. LeBron with a strong finish.
Now Young. A 29-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 7 points in the game.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside, passes to Herter. Pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Stripped it away. They push it up 4 on 3. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Howard, the pass to Olsen. Dishes it to James. 5 on the clock. Raiders against Young. He shoots again. Howard misses.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
It's Young on the wing. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Olsen passes to Davis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Davis has got 6 points.
They're finding with consistency 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
On its way from Young for 2. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Trae Young. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
Well, you bring up some great points. Here's T, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Now here's Teague. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. Teague just rises up and never stops.
Here's lights out. Howard, the pass to Olsen. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, James. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And it's good, 2 points. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Atlanta calls timeout. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Labissiere's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. The Lakers also with a sub. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Now here's James. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. And stolen by Jeff Teague. 4-on-3 break. Hunter, no one around him. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I like watching DeAndre Hunter take quick shots. He's getting into a rhythm.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Teague. It's stolen by Teague. To the left wing. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Davis. Reddish's shot is good. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
Now here's Waiters. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. And that one drops for him. 6 points for LeBron.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Teague feeling it out a bit. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
T kicks to Reddish. Here's Hunter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Collins finds Teague. Another three for Atlanta. Lakers leading by 3. The pass to Olsen. Back to James. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Taking advantage of what's there. LeBron reads the situation correctly.
Pass to Labissiere. To the paint. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist from Labissiere. Reddish has got his second basket of the game. Here's Olsen. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. And even though it's still far away, Greg, all-star speculation has begun. Many are saying that Junior has a good look at making the team.
If the game was tomorrow, I would have him on the roster. You can't deny that he's played like an all-star recently. Anything can happen, but he's definitely in the conversation. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
It's a thing of beauty watching an athlete that graceful, but that powerful.
Now here's Teague. 7 points in the game. And the rejection by James. Passes it to Olsen. It's stolen by Teague. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here is Los Angeles now. LeBron James on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Willing to do whatever it takes to win. LeBron sacrificed his body on a nightly basis.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Lights out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, lights out in their last game against the Heat. Delivered performance for the ages. He ended up with 43 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Young looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg is a young player. 1 year was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason, honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what? On him, and you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's T. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Collins dishes to Labissiere. Collins passes to Labissiere. Young from outside buries it from three-point range. Young's got 12 points now in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Kicks it out to James. Olsen passes to Howard, and he gets the bucket. Howard's got 6 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
At the elbow, Collins. He dishes it to Young. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Olsen passes to Davis. Now here's James. Here's lights out, defended by Young. Labissiere brings the double team. And Howard has it in the corner. Kicks it to Waiters. Clock at 4. Here's Davis. And another basket for the Lakers.
You get this a lot from AD. Attack, attack, and he's scoring in bunches.
Pass to Herter. Outside Collins. Now the pass to Young. Young is doubled. Back to Collins. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by LeBron. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Collins passes to Herter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And here's Young. He has 30. McGee with it. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 31-point game against Indiana. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Shot is good that time. James has got 16 points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's lights out. Trae Young. James kicks to Davis. Here's lights out. Teague covering. Loads it up for Davis. McGee dishes to Davis. Over Labissiere. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Teague. 11 points in the game. This year, kicks to Young. That one good for 2.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Raiders again. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
Checked in for the Hawks. The Lakers also with a sub. Green's checked in. Here's McGee. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Hunter with it. He's picked up by James. Young against McGee. Can he keep it going? And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Young's got 39. Los Angeles has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Right side Teague. Here's Fernando. The rebound by Olsen. And Los Angeles guys shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta. Shots good from Young.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Lakers trail. Olsen passes to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 20 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Green against Young. Pulls it up. Not this time.
Missing that one helps out all that.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now for halftime, so. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Howard's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Pass to Herter.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He established consistency from there.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Young outside. He kicks it to Hunter. Herter passes to Capella. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Herter, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Olsen, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. LeBron passes to Olsen. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over Hunter. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. LeBron's got 22.
The assist totals have just to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Young. He's got 44. The Hawks again can't hit.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
From deep. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Young finds Collins. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Waiters against Young. Waiters passes to Olsen. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Olsen. Drills the three-pointer. Lights Out's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. Talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to...
Here's Herter. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Shot clock at 6. LeBron is doubled. Pass to Olsen. Goes up on the high post. Again, Los Angeles.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Teague drives in. Pass to Herter. Launches it. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Herter's got 6.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
Here's Lights Out. Teague covering. Olsen. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Teague, the pass to Labissiere. Reddish with the ball. Working on James. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
McGee with the block. They get it back. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line. The joint play. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Reddish. Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. And that one falls for Jones.
Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but, boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old-school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Hawks trail by 16. Now Teague. He's got 11. The pass to Labissiere. Back to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Teague. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 17. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Howard. And it's Olsen in at the point guard.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Green against Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 49 points in the game.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Herter. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. James, wow, hammering it in.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Young against Green. Young passes to Fernando. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Kicks to Young. Pass to Teague. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Olsen. On plan. Lights out's got 37.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Fernando. Passes it to Herter. Teague at the elbow. 6 to shoot to end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Los Angeles leading by 22. Olsen passes to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. LeBron, good. James has got 6 in the quarter.
Crazy to think about how many seasons LeBron's played and how many nights we've seen him do this.
Collins dishes to Young. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Young passes to Capella. To the middle, Young finds Collins. That one drops for him.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Lakers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. James outside. Olsen passes to LeBron. Count that bucket. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Hunter. Fires for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A 42% three-point shooter in college, Hunter continues to shine beyond the arc.
Olsen passes to LeBron. And another 3 for the Lakers.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here we go. James heading to the hoop. And the dunk by James.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
And the Hawks with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Collins against Waiters. Collins looking around. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Young. From deep. They get it again. Capella. And he banks in the layup.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Down low. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. So both teams changing it up here. James against Collins. Young finds Jones. Young passes to Labissiere. The Hawks working the ball around. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Labissiere. Just 2 to shoot. From 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Lakers leading by 18. Olsen passes to McGee. And he comes up with the deuce.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Young, and Davis sends it back. Pass to LeBron. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Young, guarded by Olsen. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Young from the arc. Here's Collins. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great effort by everyone.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lights Out.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. To stop the run. And it's laid up and in by Young.
With that type of court, he wants to go.
Here's Olsen. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.